सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतसक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रंथेरारंभे करि मंगलाचरण गुरुवैष्णव भगवान तीनेरस्मरणे हय विघ्न विनाशन अनायासे हय निज वांछित पूरन। Today is a appearance day of Sree Ramanujacharya and also one of the associates of Srila Prabhupada. His name is Srila Bhakti Hriday Van Goswami Maharaj. It's the appearance of Srila Van Goswami Maharaj also. So first we will hear about Sree Ramanujacharya because it is very difficult to cover the entire life sketch of Ramanujacharya as well as Van Maharaj also. So we will touch in short, in brief. Sree Ramanujacharya is the proponent of Sri Sampradaya. There are 4 bona fide Sampradayas in this Kali Yuga through which the knowledge of divinity is descending into this material world. Out of which Sri Sampradaya, or the knowledge that is coming through Lakshmi Devi into this material world. Sri means Lakshmi, and Ramanujacharya was the principal one who had taken this divine knowledge of Sri Sampradaya to all corners of the world, or India particularly, in a great, vastly it was propagated by him. Previously, Srinath Muni was there. His guru is Yamunacharya. Yamunacharya, he did not take initiation formally, but he saw Ramanujacharya saw Yamunacharya in Sri Rangam, and he was instantly attracted by Yamunacharya. And at that time, Yamunacharya also got an opportunity to see Ramanujacharya, and he found him to be a very, very ardent devotee of Sri Ranganath, that is, of Lord Hari. But they had never interacted personally. Yamunacharya had a desire to take initiation from Ramanujacharya had a desire to take from Yamunacharya. But it did not materialize. And at the time when Yamunacharya was making his disappearance, he called for Ramanuja. Please call Ramanuja immediately to my place. And Ramanujacharya was ecstatic when he heard that Yamunacharya was calling him, and he rushed to the spot when he heard that he is taking his last breath. But by the time Ramanujacharya reached, Yamunacharya left the body. So Yamunacharya had his 4 fingers, closed at the time of death. Usually everyone dies with all the fingers open, but he had 4 fingers closed. Nobody could understand the truth or the reason behind this. But when Ramanujacharya came there, he declared that I shall take forward the mission of Yamunacharya to preach the message of Sri Vaishnavism. Then 1 finger got opened. Then he told that I shall compile Sri Bhashya, the commentaries to Vedanta Sutra. He named it as Sri Bhashya. So I shall write commentary to the Vedanta Sutras. Another finger got opened. All the devotional scriptures will be, I shall compile various devotional scriptures for the pleasure of Yamunacharya and for propagation of his mission. Another finger got opened. And then finally he told, I shall become his next successor and take his mission forward. Means I shall become the Acharya of the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya that Sri Yamunacharya had aspired to. Then immediately the 4th finger also opened. So although there was no formal initiation that Ramanujacharya received from Yamunacharya, and there were so many other disciples of Yamunacharya standing there, but it is Ramanuja who could understand the heart of Yamunacharya, and instantly he succeeded the Acharya position after Yamunacharya. Yamunacharya is...
Was it immediate that I thought I remember that he went and took guidance of each of his godbrothers for some time? Something like that.
No, maybe he was assisted by them, but the thing is that he took the responsibility of becoming the successor of Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. And Yamunacharya himself was a grandson of Srinath Muni. Srinath Muni was another ardent devotee of Lakshmi Narayan. He was also in Sri Sampradaya, But Ramanujacharya became the prominent one who had preached the message vastly. But before that, Srinath Muni was also there. Srinath Muni wanted his grandson, that is Yamunacharya, to take forward the Sri Vaishnava tradition all over. But Yamunacharya, when he was a small child, there was a debate that was organized in the assembly. Vidyut Kolahala, his name, in a big assembly where all the scholarly persons were challenged. And that particular scholar who had come had defeated everyone in that particular place. The king was he was very proud that there is no one who could beat this particular, poet or scholar. It is at that time Yamunacharya came there and he challenged. Yamunacharya was just 12 years old at that time. He challenged that, yes, I want to compete with him. Then he said that, do you know, this is not a children's class going on here. We are talking about, scholars. There is no debate of grammar or, some other elementary subjects here. He said, no, I am ready for any kind of a debate. And what is the, if Yamunacharya defeats, then what will he get? And if he is defeated, what he will get? He will be punished severely if he would be defeated because he is making a mockery in the, assembly hall. And if Yamunacharya were to win the debate, then the king will give half of his kingdom to him. So I will not go into the details of it because we will hear about Ramanujacharya in more detail. So he had posed such a questions that neither the king nor the scholar or whoever is sitting in the courtyard, king's court, they could not answer his questions. So then everyone said, he's asking some foolish questions which have no answers. He said, my dear Lord, let me present myself. I shall answer. You see if those answers are sane or insane. When he replied, then everyone were, astonished. The 12-year-old boy, the wife of the king, that is the queen who was sitting in the, in the terrace, she was watching. As soon as she saw Yamunacharya, she was very sure that this boy is going to defeat everyone. She already told Albandaru. Albandaru means he will be victorious. He will be victorious. She already declared even before that. And after he defeated everyone, she clapped so loudly. Everyone, nobody was there who did not admire the child's thing. Whatever it is, he got the half of the kingdom of the king, and now he became very busy with the kingly duties. But Srinath Muni had another desire, or he had another plan for Yamunacharya. His plan was to make him the proponent or the propagator of Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. So Srinath Muni was worried, what happened to my grandson? Why is he going towards this, politics and, becoming a king, etc. He was so busy. Then he somehow tricked, his grandson to come to him, and then he told, my dear grandson, I have a great property for you, and that property you have to distribute because you yourself cannot completely enjoy it. Please become the proper heir of that particular property. Where is that? Here it is. That is Brahma Vidya. He gives him Brahma Vidya. And then, since then, Yamunacharya became a leader in Sri Sampradaya. But it is after him, Sri Ramanujacharya, his name became very, very prominent because he had taken the message of Sri Sampradaya to every single corner of India particularly. So Ramanujacharya took birth in 1016 or according to 17 AD, and his name was Sri Lakshman Deshika. Lakshmana is the younger brother of Rama. That is why Ram Anuja. Anuja means small. Agraja means Bada, Anuja means small. Ram Anuja, he who is smaller to Ram is Lakshman. So his earlier name, his father named him Sri Lakshman Deshik. His father name is Keshavacharya and his mother is Kantimati. So they named him Lakshman, and later after he took sannyas, he became Ramanujacharya. So Ramanujacharya, there are so many stories in connection with Ramanujacharya. Sri Sampradaya is the one that Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had studied very intimately and closely. If you see in our Sampradaya, there are so many, the formal initiation ceremony, putting of the tilak, Tridanda Sannyas, and the deity worship. Most of these things have been taken from Sri Sampradaya by Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Particularly Tridanda Sannyas, he himself accepted in the manner in which Sri Sampradaya people would receive. Because before Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Jagannath Das, none of them were sannyasis. Srila Prabhupada took sannyas in the Sri Vaishnava procedure. And also in Sri Vaishnavism, another thing that is most prominently seen is Vaishnava Seva. They are the ones who promote or talk so much about Vaishnava Seva and how by service to the Vaishnavas the Lord will be pleased. When Ramanujacharya was preaching the message of Sri Sampradaya or Vaishnava Sampradaya, the king of Rangakshetra or Sri Rangam, he was a Shaivite, worshipper of Lord Shiva. So during those days, there were so many Shaivites, the worshippers of Lord Shiva, and they would hate the Vaishnavas. Anyone strongly propagating the message of Vaishnavism, they would not tolerate. So the king, he conspired to kill Ramanujacharya because several millions and millions of persons are coming to take shelter of Ramanujacharya. So in his kingdom, how could such a thing happen? So he conspired to kill Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya had a very, very dear disciple. His name is Kuresh. Kuresh could understand the ill motive of the king. He told Ramanujacharya, "My dear Gurudev, you please go to some other place. I shall take your garb and shall present myself as you in front of the king because I am sensing some danger for you. You are very, very important in the mission of Sri Sampradaya to propagate." So Kuresh took the sannyas dress of his guru, Ramanujacharya, and went to the king. And Ramanujacharya himself went to a place called Melkote. Melkote is close to Mysore. If you heard the name Mysore in Karnataka district, very close to Mysore is Melkote. There is a nice Nrsingadev deity. So if ever we get time to visit South India, we will go. There are so many places to go, but no time. So there is a beautiful place called Melkote where Lord Nrsingadev is there, and Ramanujacharya stayed there for 12 years. He performed worship there, and that is why for Sri Vaishnavas this Melkote is a important pilgrim place. Now here Kuresh came to the king presenting himself as Ramanuja, because the king has not seen Ramanuja, only heard his name, that he is, converting everyone to Vaishnava, as a Vaishnava. So, now the king immediately ordered his subjects to plug the eyes of Quraysh so that he could not travel to different places, so that he could not write scriptures or read scriptures. So his eyes were ordered to be plucked. Quraysh already he understood that something like this would happen. So his eyes were plucked. He became blind. So we hear about Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj doing something like this for Srila Prabhupada in Navadvip, where he took the dress of Srila Prabhupada. So at times he is compared with Quraysh. How Quraysh has, offered himself for the service of Sri Guru. He was ready to be killed by the king for the service of Guru. So Guru Seva and Vaishnava Seva are extremely emphasized in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. I got an opportunity to visit Melkote a few years ago, maybe 5-6 years ago. Before that also, when I was in Bangalore, I went. But few years ago, I went when I became Matvasi. After that, I went there. So in Melkote, we got beautiful darshan of Nrisinghadev. And then there was a Pujari, Sri Vaishnava Pujari. He had invited us for prasad at his place, because I'm telling how Vaishnava Seva, they give so much emphasis to Vaishnava Seva. They invited us, we went to his house, and then he personally served all of us prasad. Beautiful prasad. So many items were prepared. Very, clean. The place is not like, concreted or tiles or anything like that. Proper mud house. And at best there are stones, not this tiles, stones. And they had put this banana leaf. In South India they save on the banana leaf. It's the culture there. And he prepared so many items, he or his wife, whoever it may be, prepared so many items, at least 10 to 15 items were served on that day. And this is how they, they serve the Vaishnavas. Even another devotee by his name is I'm forgetting the name, later I will remember. So when Ramanujacharya was in his preaching tour to various places, he came to one of his devotees' place who used to live in a village, but very, very poor devotee. And he used to go outside to beg alms. He would bring something, and then his wife would cook. They offer to the Shaligram Shila they have, and they would eat whatever he could collect by begging. Varadarya, his name is Varadarya. And both of them, the couple, had only one cloth together. Whoever goes out will wear it, and others will stay inside the house. This was the poverty of this particular family. Now one day, when Ramanujacharya was traveling along with his disciples to various places, he happened to come to this village, and he told, here Varadarja is living, let me go and see him. He came along with many of his disciples. And then he came to the house of Varadarja, and he saw that the house is closed from inside, locked from inside. Then he took the name, Varadarja, where are you? Are you inside? Then he heard the sound of claps, because Varadarja was not there and his wife was there. She was not speaking. Previously they used to maintain like this. Nowadays it is not like that. But previously there was one kind of special customary thing that women used to follow in particular. It's very hard to hear any women speaking previously. So she did not, she only clapped. Then Ramanujacharya could understand the poverty of this family, and then he passed on his upper cloth inside. So she wore that cloth and she came outside, offered obeisances to Gurudev, and she was, in total ecstasy by seeing Guru and all his god brothers. And then he told, Ramanujacharya told that we have come to just see you. So we were passing through by this village, we just came to see you. So we shall go now. Then she says, no Gurudev, you have come all the way. How can you go without taking prasad? No, we are in a hurry. No Gurudev, you have to take prasad. Please get ready. You have been traveling for few days. Take bath and then do your Sandhya Vandan, Gayatri, whatever. By that time everything will be ready. There is nothing in the house. No grains, nothing. And when Gurudev and all the god brothers went to take bath, she went to a merchant's place to beg for, grocery, some food provisions so that she can prepare vegetables, fruits, rice, wheat, whatever, etc. for preparations. So that merchant had a very bad eye on this lady always. He used to see him with a materialistic desire, but she never paid attention to him. On this particular day, she went personally to this merchant and then she told, my Gurudev has come. I have a deep desire to serve my Gurudev because I never know when he will come again. Please give these provisions for me. And in return, I'll do whatever favor you want from me. I cannot pay any money back to you, but whatever favor you want, I shall do that. And that person was very much satisfied. Oh, very good. Whatever you want, take away. So she took sufficient to feed all the Vaishnavas. She came back to the house. She prepared several items. They don't have even wood. She had to collect wood also, everything. She did all by herself. She cooked and then she served all the devotees, all the Vaishnavas, and Gurudev was served. They were all satisfied by the nice preparations. And she told, it is very late, Gurudev. She told, I don't have any asan for you also. Please consider this earth to be the asan and please sit. And she served prasad to everyone. After that she told, please take rest beneath the tree because I don't have any shelter to give you. My husband is coming any time. You please stay, take rest. Meanwhile, Varadarja, her husband, had come and he was seeing that all the god brothers and everyone, they are, about to leave. So he told, Gurudev, when did you come? I'm a poor Brahmana. I have nothing to offer. No, your wife already offered so much. We are going back. We are going to some other place. We cannot stay longer here because it will be dark. So we are leaving now. He saw in his bag only one, fistful of rice that he could collect the whole day. What could he offer? That was not sufficient even for both of them. Whatever it is, they all left. And then he came to the wife and he asked, how did you feed all of them? She said, don't worry about that, take prasad. Gurudev's prasad is there, Shaligram prasad is there, take prasad, don't worry about it, I shall tell you everything. He told, no, please tell, where did you get all these provisions from? Who has given you this? And how much do we owe to him? Then she started crying. She fell at the feet of the husband. Without your permission, I have done a sinful activity. I have given commitment to this merchant that I shall sell my body for him in return to all these things. Then Varadarja was so much satisfied with his wife that, you see, that merchant had always an evil eye upon you for a long time. I know this. But you never ever paid any attention to him. But today, for the service of Guru, you did not even consider this to be a sinful activity. May your life be glorious. I shall personally take you to that person. Ramanujacharya previously told, please take the remnants of Shaligram to the merchant who has supplied all this to you. So she took the prasad of Ramanujacharya along with her to give to the merchant. The merchant was very, very happy seeing, oh, she had given the word and she has come, very nice. And then she told that, at first, please accept this prasad. Whatever you gave, I prepared prasad with that, and my Gurudev has ordered me to give this prasad to you. Please take this prasad. As soon as he took the remnants of Ramanujacharya, immediately his mind got completely changed. Completely changed. And then he fell at the feet of that lady and then he begged forgiveness from her. Please forgive me for all my evil intentions. I immediately want to see the person who has come to deliver you. Actually, he has not come to deliver you, he has come to deliver me. I want to see him. Where can I go to see him? No, he already left. I want to see him. Which direction did he proceed? Then she told in this direction. He rushed towards in the direction where Ramanujacharya went. He fell at his feet, he begged forgiveness, and then he became a disciple of Sri Ramanujacharya. So this is how Guru Seva, Vaishnava Seva has been performed, and this is seen in the lineage of Vaishnava Sampradaya, or Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. They are very, very, they emphasize so much on this particular aspect of Vaishnavism. So here Ramanujacharya also has written Sri Bhashya. Sri Bhashya means the commentary to Vedanta Sutras. Because he is in the Sri Sampradaya, he named it as Sri Bhashya. When Ramanujacharya was going to several places on pilgrim tour, he also went to Kashmir. There is a Sharda Peeth in Kashmir. He went there. And then there is a Bodhayana Vritti that is written by Vedavyasa. So he wanted to refer to that Bodhayana Vritti before he gave commentaries to Vedanta Sutras. But in Sharada Peeth, there were so many Saivites, they are all Mayavadis. They didn't want Ramanujacharya in particular to take Bodhayana Vritti or anything from there, because they knew that he can establish the Sri Vaishnava principles by opposing Vaishnava Mayavad philosophy. Therefore, they were totally against giving it to him. It is said that Sarada Devi is the goddess of learning. Saraswati, another name of Saraswati, Sarada. Sarada Devi personally appeared in front of Ramanujacharya and she had put some critical or very, very difficult questions to Ramanujacharya, which he answered very easily and eloquently. She was so much pleased and she herself personally gave Bodhayana Vritti in the hands of Ramanujacharya without the knowledge of the Mayavadis there. In the middle of the night, Ramanujacharya along with Quresh ran away from that place. So that, because in the day they will be caught by the Mayavadis. So they briskly left that place and then they travelled at great speed, that it took 1 month for the Mayavadis to trace where Ramanujacharya is. Even though they were walking in different directions, they could not catch hold of Ramanujacharya. After 1 month, they caught hold of Ramanuja and they snatched Bodhayana Vritti back from him. But Quresh, he has a very, very strong memory. Once he reads or he hears, he will retain it immediately. He doesn't have to read it several times. So, during this 1 month, Quresh was all time, going through this Bodhayana Vritti. Therefore, he had it by heart by the time this book was snatched from them. So with the help of Quraysh again, Ramanujacharya had written Sri Bhashya. And of course, Ramanujacharya was dictating and Quraysh was writing. So this is how Quraysh became a very, very prominent disciple of Ramanujacharya, and the one that became, you can call as a right hand of Ramanujacharya. And when Ramanujacharya was in, we didn't even talk about one Maharaj. So when Ramanujacharya was in Melkote, he was completely, there were many Jains there. Jainism was very prominent in Melkote during those days. And the king himself was Jain. And Ramanujacharya, when he went there, by seeing his personality, the king had a daughter who was, little mad, or you can say she was attacked by evil witches, etc. And so many exorcists, they call exorcist? Exorcist. They had come to, drive away the ghost or the evil spirits from her, but nobody could nobody was successful. But once, when Ramanujacharya has placed his lotus feet on the head of this girl, immediately the evil spirits had gone out of her body. And then she became quite normal. So the king was greatly taken aback by this, unusual or uncommon power of Ramanujacharya. He fell at his feet and he became a surrendered disciple of Ramanujacharya, who was a Jain previously. So lot of confusion got created among the acharyas of the Jain philosophy, and they started debating with Ramanujacharya, because the king was converted to Vaishnava philosophy, Vaishnava Sampradaya. So if this was seen by others, then they would imitate the king. So the acharyas of Jain philosophy, they started arguing with Ramanujacharya, and Ramanujacharya took no time to defeat them. As a result, all the Jain acharyas had surrendered to Ramanujacharya. They all became Vaishnavas. Similarly, Buddha also, many Buddhists also got converted to Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. So Ramanujacharya had, spread Sri Vaishnavism at a great scale, vastly. Lived for 120 years. For 120 years he lived, and then he propagated, Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. So today is his appearance day. Also one Goswami Maharaj, but we have no time to hear about him. We will continue our Srimad Bhagavatam from tomorrow as usual. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatattvatmak Shri Gaura Hari ki jai. Paramaraditam Patita Pavana Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Shri Guru Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishthvam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Daita Madhava Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jagat Guru Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga ki jai. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री श्री रामानुजाचार्य की जय. तदीय शुभ आविर्भाव तिथि पूजा की जय. जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति हृदय बन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. तदीय शुभ आविर्भाव तिथि पूजा की जय. समागत भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल.